Good morning, brothers and sisters. Do you feel sick and tired for my reminder? I've been talking to you all about drawing near to the Lord. In this information-rich age, many people chasing for something new. Many Christians may say, the same message again? The same topic again? Brothers and sisters, the new message may not be helpful to you. The word without depth is useless. I agree with the renew, but not necessarily new. The question is, what you need new is the newness of the depth. For example, if you know the Lord, we shall know the new perspective of the Lord. We shall know Him in depth. Not only He is our beloved, I think I don't know Him deep enough. So I don't have to know all the names of the Lord, then I'll be happy. If I know Him more in depth, experience Him deeply, enjoying Him deeply, so brothers and sisters, don't have the feeling that, I know, I heard of the sharing before, drawing near to the Lord, beholding, the sweetening, hymn singing and worshipping. I hope when you practice it every day, your relationship with the Lord, the way of knowing Him, the spiritual interflow between you and the Lord is being renewed deeper and deeper. Our inner self is being renewed day by day. I like to quote this verse. I hope we're only after something new. I hope our spirit be transformed by the renewal of your mind to be like Him. Brothers and sisters, don't be annoyed because of me. I really hope you can have the sweetening, the hymn singing every day, filled with thanksgiving to Him every day, to have the precious prayers every day, to have the anchor point as the Lord to be your center every day. Brothers and sisters, we need to practice. May the Lord bless you. The verses I'd like to share with you is in James chapter 1 verse 12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life which God has promised to those who love Him. How precious that when we remain steadfast under trial, it is also the time we are loving Him. It is a blessing, for we can express our love to love Him by remaining steadfast under trial. Christians encounter many trials and temptation in lives. All these turns into blessing. We can gain Christ, for He has prepared a crown of life to those who love Him. Remain steadfast under trial. Remain steadfast under temptation. In the book of James is the same wording, but it represents two meanings. I believe trials comes from God. It is God wants us to be more glorious, more honorable, to train our faith. But temptation is from Satan. They tempt the children of God. The purpose is to make them committing sins and fallen, to put God's name in shame and lead us to be far from God. Christians will face some difficulties and unfavorable situation. It may come from God. We need to endure the trial, not to commit sins. We need to rely on God to overcome the temptations. Trials and temptation have the same characteristic. They last for some time. So James taught us to remain steadfast. Use your faith to pass through the trials and temptations, relying on God and trusting Him. We can overcome all kinds of situations, even the temptations from Satan. Therefore, we can overcome it. we reject the temptation, accept the love from the Lord, we accept the help from heavens, and we can overcome sins. You see how precious it is. The Lord has prepared for us the crown of life. It means we can become the king in our life. The Bible has mentioned there are 5 kinds of crown. They are the imperishable crown, the crown of righteousness, the crown of glory, the crown of joy, and what it says here, the crown of life. How precious! Not only the Lord knows we are enduring for Him, but He even wants to reward us. I like to tell a story. A young man was brought up in a complicated family. His parents were divorced. His father was an alcoholic. His father don't have time to take care of him. The school has put the order to this young man to quit school, for he is a troublemaker. His father has put him to his distant relatives to live with them. His distant relatives was a carpenter. This young man has never in touch with the wood before. He then asked to plane the timber, for it is more simple to learn. One time, when he was surfacing the timber, the wood plane tool was stuck, and he can't push any further, no matter how hard he tried. He then broke his temper. He threw the tool away and shouted, "How dare you, you stupid log! Why are you setting me up? My life is so difficult already. Even a wood plane is set against me." His master beside him saw it. He picked up the wood plane and talked to the young man. "It is difficult to plane, for there is the scar of the tree." The young man questioned, "The scar of the tree? What does that mean?" The master answered, "The tree has an injury where the scar has appeared. This is why it has a knot in the tree, where this is a very tough part of the tree. Have you realized, though there are many scars in the tree, it could not hinder this tree to grow into a big, tall tree. You will encounter many difficulties or injury as you grow, but all these scars will not hinder you to grow. These will make you even more tough. Young man, don't lose heart. If you have scars, you should be strong and see these scars to be the crown of trial." This young man was encouraged. Can you see the creations of God? They are created with meanings. The scars of the tree are the encouragement of our experience of trials. We are more precious than gold that perishes through it is tested by fire. Brothers and sisters, God wants to test our faith. Hope our faith is stronger after we have experienced the trials. May the Lord bless you.